Hi, it's Stacey. Welcome. So I realized, well, one, I hope everyone had a good weekend, and I hope you're all getting ready for the holiday. I realized that because I have to load these on YouTube to put them on MySpace, unfortunately, I haven't been saying my name. So, for those of you who are new and don't know who I am, I'm Stacye Branché. I have a page on MySpace and YouTube, as well as my own site, which is soulfair.com. And at the request of a couple of people, I will be posting the written blog as well as the video blog on MySpace and on soulfair.com. So there you go. So moving on, and we're talking about relationships. So the question for Friday was, do you know what you want and need out of a relationship? So to get to what you want and need, the reality is you have to talk about the past. And I say that because it is our past relationships that help us form our wants and don't wants. It is taking little bits and pieces of each person and to make that perfect person. When we make our list, it's always little bits of a bunch of people or a few people. So, do you honor your past relationships? Most people hold them in a negative space. Most people are, I wish I'd never met him. Oh, she hurt me. He broke my heart. That's wonderful. But there was a happy time. And it's those happy times and those qualities that they possessed that you in some ways are looking for now. So if that's really the case, then I think that there's a moment when you have to stop and embrace what was and honor it, because it helped to make who you are. It helped to form some of your desires and dislikes. So I'm always saddened when people talk about the person that they were with and the negative things that come out of their mouth, when the reality is you should embrace them. And there's no need to be mad at someone. Okay, so your feelings are hurt and you're not together anymore, but why are you mad at someone that doesn't want to be with you? When the reality is you should wish them well, let them move on their way and get out of your way so that you can move on to your happiness with your list. So that's what's real. They've just made room for the upgrade. Not that you need to sit and harbor these ill feelings of what they did to you. That's the past. It's irrelevant. You at some point you did and you still do love that person. You love them. You never stop loving someone. And the quicker we get out of our own way and stop spewing hate and negativity and ill feelings towards someone, the better we feel and the faster we can move on to our better. Because the reality is, no matter how much blame you want to place on someone else, and mind you, let's not forget when we break up with someone, our mothers, our fathers, our friends and cousins and everyone else have something negative to say about our relationship. Well, I never liked him anyway. Or there's always some bad. But the reality is that it takes two people. There's two sides to every story. And you have to hold yourself just as accountable for the reason that the relationship no longer exists as they do. Most people never take responsibility for what they did wrong. Because again, if you're going to move on to what you want, you got to figure out how you're showing up. Because it may not even be the other person. It might be you. It might be you complaining. It might be some bad habit you have. It could be something that everyone you've ever dated complains about, but yet you won't change. And if you don't change that thing, then you're never going to be with the kind of person you might say you desire. Or at least you need to find someone that can deal with that habit. But the reality is we are, both sides are accountable for what's going on in a relationship. Not just the person that left you. You need to check yourself. I'm not saying that you are to blame. I'm saying you have to check yourself and hold yourself accountable for what you brought to the relationship. Because that is also part of the list in knowing I want to be a better person when I go into this relationship. I want to be whole when I go into my next relationship. I want to bring something to the table when I go into my next relationship and not keep bringing the same negative things. So at the end of the day, instead of harboring and milling over these memories and I'm so hurt. Okay, you're not hurt. Find the good memories, find the happy times, embrace those. Hold the love for that person. Wish them well. Make your list and move on to your happiness. So I ask you tonight, are you able to embrace and show love to your past relationships? Are you able to move on to the new with no regrets? This is Stacye. Love and blessings. I'll see you soon. Bye. Today,